Welcome back after that impressive display from who we've now been confirmed. It's Octopimp. I'm really excited to see him. That's just crazy for me. I remember watching him like on making 50% off, like waiting for the next upload. So that's cool for me. But we've got more cool matches, more cool people that are going to come through. And we've got up next BRKRDAVE and LUCAR facing each other in winners semifinals. And how you feeling about that one early on, Ben?
I am super excited to see more LUCAR. You know, we've seen a few Geos' event, but this is an Anji player who, like, is playing around the struggles of Anji, and I love an underdog story.
Just gonna let the intros rock? Yep.
Maybe they know each other. This could be a sign of respect. BRKRDAVE, you know, has that North American anime player just thirst for blood. If LUCAR's defense is bad, I think they must know each other.
Yeah, that is a wild start. Weird that they push buttons like that, meaning LUCAR would push buttons like that. It just does not seem like a wise move, but here we go, +2. Get this mix going. Get this game going. BRKRDAVE is looking for any sort of opening. LUCAR gonna get cracked again. It's been all BRKRDAVE so far, and he's gonna catch him on the super. My goodness, he's in his head.
Yeah, this is close enough to the wall. Yeah.
Real mix. Double dash. Oh my goodness. One more touch. Doesn't need to double dash again. Rainbow Road claims another victim as BRKRDAVE is making this drive look impossible for LUCAR.
The problem that we saw with the previous match with LUCAR is that, like, he is very comfortable as Anji to just block out sequences that Geo absolutely gets to just maul you forever if you're willing to block.
At some point you need to not block.
Great presence of mind.
Presence of mind for
the double overhead after the blue RC.
Make your opponent think. Make your opponent have to worry about what's going on. We do have half of our attention. We can go. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say we can go for the counter hit, the counter super, but that's a nice little bit of mix. LUCAR, safe pressure there. Doesn't want to do anything too fancy. Opted for the low there off of the pre-record kind of.
Anji does get air options back after the recovery of that aerial option, and we haven't seen BRKRDAVE really check that yet. Mind you, hasn't really had to.
Exactly. That's always the case. You know, when someone isn't checking something, it's because they've been running offense the entire time. They don't need to know what their opponent's doing because they just kind of been vibing, pushing buttons.
Oh, we're getting this Anji offense started. Maybe was waiting for the burst there.
That's enough. I didn't think the low hit of Fujin would do it, but it's more than enough. LUCAR, after a rough round one, blows up BRKRDAVE.
Just such strength to weather the storm of this pressure and this insane rushdown.
Okay. Put him towards the corner. +2. No jump there from LUCAR, not reacting to it in time. You probably even just go with Anji's 2D. That should probably poke it out as well.
Okay, gets the throw. Looking rough for LUCAR here. Doesn't even have the meter to threaten counter super.
Oh boy. And it's not going to matter. This round is over. Both players will walk away with their burst still intact, and BRKRDAVE is loving round one so far. They are just throttling LUCAR. But now it's his turn. Now LUCAR gets to do something. Catching the Fujin, the overhead. Not going to be able to do anything off the bounce. We've got him in the corner. Incoming pressure. Goes for the low, going for the RC. Why not? Keep that pressure flowing, keep that game going, and a throw game is on deck as well. Tries to jump him, but he's not going to be able to get anything off of it as BRKRDAVE finds a way to the point.
The restraint to absolutely disengage after your pressure is over.
Yeah, Yep.
It might be. Oh,
okay. You got some time to talk about whatever you want right now. Go off, Benoit.
I was gonna say it might be dangerous for LUCAR to give this much space, give BRKRDAVE a window to get very aggressive. Turns out Anji opened that window on purpose.
Just enough rope to hang yourself with. LUCAR looking to try and put this 2-0. BRKRDAVE looking to try and even this one up at 1 apiece. And a little bit of a strike throw game going on. See if we can catch him on that. Nice call up. PRC, easy throw, but not for who I thought it would be. BRKRDAVE gonna sit down in the corner for just a moment.
Goes for the safe option.
Yep.
BRKRDAVE knows that there's not a ton of great follow-ups that Anji has. Even after you block the needle and opts to jump out, this corner switch could be deadly.
Should be deadly. Need to finish him off here. Need to solve this game quicker than he is doing right now. He's giving LUCAR room to work. But it's not going to be enough to kill. There we go. Oh, got him for a moment. Burst is there. He's blocking.
Let's get this party started. 2-0.
And that's just... That's... I mean, you should. And I'm sure a lot of people have noticed it. But it's just abuse of bad game design, honestly. Like, the game, if you RC and your opponent bursts, it shows you that their burst meter is gone. Even if their burst isn't even out. Like if it's just in the first frame, the burst meter is gone and you just know to block. It's so free when you get that given to you. And LUCAR, making sure that they took advantage of that. Cracked him for all he was worth.
What a wild tech. Oh, target see the wall break. Yeah.
Super 2, massive damage.
Yeah, not the powered up super with full meter, but still a great position for BRKRDAVE.
An extra 5% is an extra 5%. I'm not going to turn my nose up at that. Not that BRKRDAVE is this player, but Giovanna is just like the ultimate newbie character. A lot of good plus frames, a lot of good forward-moving buttons, and if you don't spend meter, you still get rewarded for it.
I mean, you know, every new iteration of a fighting game is going to bring in players who have never played previous versions before, and Gio's perfect at that, but BRKRDAVE is an old hand in the genre, so...
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, it's just so cool that they built a character that is clear. Oh, why are you pushing? That's unfortunate.
That might have been an attempt at a counter.
I want to say it was an attempt at a counter super, but I'm just, sorry, just to jump on the Giovanna thing again. I just like that they built a character that's so good for new players, while still having a lot of value for players that want to take her that extra distance. It's impressive design in my eyes. Okay.
Right.
Oh, baby. Nice life bar you had there.
Would be a shame if something happened to it.
Yeah, a lot has happened to it. Already into the back 20% of their health. LUCAR just needs one good touch. Almost anything from Fujin should be able to solve it, but so far, he hasn't been able to get the hit. With grab costly.
We're seeing a lot of small, scrambly situations where BRKRDAVE wasn't getting the most reward out of it, but just hitting LUCAR over and over again, but LUCAR manages to pull it out at the end there. Great counter hit starter. We're starting to see BRKRDAVE get super familiar with the amount of patience that LUCAR is willing to extend, that we're seeing frame traps with crouch sweep, which is, it's a great hitbox, but it is a slow button to start up.
Yeah. Looking okay though, regardless. Oh, and that's gonna catch him. Big call out there from BRKRDAVE. A little bit of a page out of Gizmo's book. We've seen that a lot from them. These Giovanna players all so good with that that kind of call out. And you need to be as this character, because you can sometimes get overwhelmed by your opponent, but that's gonna be tough.
LUCAR's gonna get burst back, but it might not matter.
Not quite there. LUCAR.
Excellent patience from him.
Got him.
I love watching this character. There are some galaxy brain things going on, and honestly, hats off to LUCAR. Love to see Angie